What is up, everybody? I'm NoLucksGiven once again with some Once Upon a Galaxy, continuing my coverage with Candelar's new captains, and today we get to take a look at Sorcerous Serena. We will also do one reroll here, but then we are going to go with Sorcerous Serena, which says double every second spell you cast directly on a character, which seems pretty good for doubling up on some candy spells. It also seems like we could True Love's Kiss some things and feel pretty good about that. So I am excited to see what we can do with Sorceress Serena. I think I'm going to go for Wind Up Toy. I have some plans for silly things that we can do in the future in this game, and I think we just want to play tempo reasonably for right now. Let's not take the Gingerbread Witch because we're not going to be scaling it anytime soon. All right, slightly unlucky combat there. Could go for Pix. I think Pix is a fine Pix here, actually. Then we'll go for a Wind Up Toy. We do have a turn 2 egg. I'm going to have to take that. The reason is this will be a great True Love's Kiss target in 3 turns, and I think that is probably just worth battling for. It does mean we lose that first heart after saying that we were going to play for tempo, but we got off of that plan pretty quickly. So Gumdrop to give our Mysterious Egg +1/+1, or we could Chaos and just like hope to hit Gumdrop. Let's just Gumdrop it up on the egg. We are going to lose this fight as well and take a decent chunk of damage. So hopefully we can pull up and get out of this one here yet. So here's a reasonable example of how we could use this hero power, and I think we might have to. I think we might just have to go Gumdrop doubly on this Mysterious Egg. So we're going to give it +2/+2, then +3/+3, then an additional +1/+1 from a Silver Egg, or we could go for another Gumdrop. I am just going to grab this egg, and then another Gumdrop rolls in regardless. Yeah. Let's just keep on Gumdropping the egg. This will mean that if we find a True Love's Kiss next turn, we are ready to double cast. So I think we are setting ourselves up reasonably well here. We are going to walk away with a tie as well, which is pretty good. We get Knight of the Holy Cane. We can pick up a free Tin Man. I feel reasonable about that. Let's toss Pix. I don't really need Pix. It would be fine here, though, to be totally honest. And now Spellbook Punch card is good with our Captain Power, because we are double casting the next spell that we cast. Could that be a True Love's Kiss? No, it's actually going to be a Concentrate, which is just a random free spell. How did we even get that? Did we... When you get your first treasure each turn, get a bonus candy spell. So we just got that, and we did this. I could sweep my candy 2 more times and get a bonus shot. I think we go for this. Sure. Yeah, I mean, I like the bonus shop. We're going to double cast it here. I could have double cast it here for Puxatawny Phil as well, but this is fine. Finish off with meeting a Will-O-Wisp in the tavern. Sure thing. We're just going to play this as our board, and hopefully this huge knight can hold it down. Looks like it will be able to do so. All right, so now I need to find another spell before I find a True Love's Kiss, another targeted spell specifically. And so we'll cycle in. We could go for a Jack Frost, actually, with the Will-O-Wisp bonus. I'll just grab a Minotaur, though. This is fine to me. I think I will take a Gumdrop. The idea being that, yeah, I just want to be able to cast a True Love's Kiss if we find it, and I also potentially want to use a Spellbook Punch card. This slot has +15/+15. It's not quite going to get the Candy Apple there, but what does Candy Apple do? Oh, it gives all of my characters +10/+10. It's worth picking up and seeing what we can make happen out of this. So we're still a little bit away, but not that far away. One more spell on this Candy Apple Tree will get us there. And yeah, Knight of the Holy Cane. going to be able to hold down the fort for us a little bit longer. We will wind up grabbing another tie, which is just good enough. 3 wrappers full is interesting because it's not a targeted spell. It does sweeten my candy. Oh, it sweetens my candy. That will give me this. Oh, okay, this is beautiful. So we grab 3 wrappers full. That completes this. We aren't hunting. When you cast a spell on a mage, cast it again on another random mage. I mean, I like that, but I'm just going to box it up here and then meet something in a bakery. Completing the spellbook punch card as well. That's going to be the wind-up toy. And now I get a sweet treasure. Why do I get a sweet treasure here? Oh, this is from the bags full of marshmallows or whatever it's called. I'm not sure. Characters in my shop get plus 13, plus 11, or when you cast a spell, pump up all your characters. Let's go for the spell one. That will allow me to complete the candy apple tree with just one more spell here. So we'll dip something in chocolate. That'll pump up the apple tree, and it means that any of these are candy. So this is pretty good as candy. I think this is already candy. Yeah, this has got to already be candy, huh? But I do think a Twilight Sprinkles is pretty good in this slot eventually. So do I want to toss Will of the Wisp or the Minotaur? I'll toss the Minotaur. I think that we are strong. Start of the fight, we are immediately going to pick up the candy apple and give my entire board plus 13 plus 13, I think, is how this works. Oh no, we don't. Oh, because it's a treasure find, so we do have to make it out of the fight in order to pick up that treasure. Okay, still learning some of these Candylar mechanics for sure. I'm also going to crack into the Pandora's box, and then I get a pixie powder because I got a treasure, and this is only the first time you get a treasure each turn. I can give a character plus 26 plus 26. That seems pretty good on Sprinkles, I think. This is on its way out. Let's go for some Pixie Powder on Twilight Sprinkles. That's pretty good. It's a double cast, so that's going to activate the Wand of Anger. It's going to activate the Spellbook Punch card, and Twilight Sprinkles is over 100. I think this has been a pretty good showing for Sorcerous Serena already, and I'm going to continue to throw this here. That way, again, should we ever find this True Love's Kiss, we are ready to go with a secret character immediately. I do like an Ironcast Dragon. Do I want to toss a 100 power candy apple tree? I think so. Ironcast Dragon is pretty good with Knight of the Holy Cane because it's a good thing to cast my spells on. And then actually we just immediately get to cast True Love's Kiss on an epic card. A few options for this. We could cast it on Twilight Sprinkles, but I don't think I'm going to go there. I think the Twilight Sprinkles bringing the hunt, bringing us a bonus candy spell at the start of every turn is really, really good. Sparkles not being candy related and having a bunch of stats is fine. It is pumping up my team, so I don't hate it. And then Ironcast Dragon, this is the one that I want to do if I'm going to hit like Paul or something anyways, or Pumpkin, something that doesn't really benefit from having a bunch of stats, whereas I probably want to go with Sparkles if I want to benefit from like rolling into Ghost Armor or something. Let's go for Sparkles. I think that this allows for some more fun things to happen as well. We find Jabberwocky, and then we find the Big Bad Wolf. Well, that's definitely something that benefits from having a bunch of stats, so I'm pretty glad that we did it this way. And I think we should be able to just win the rest of this game with an early Big Bad Wolf dominating. Plus, we get to continually cast spells on our Ironcast Dragon. We're going to dip something in chocolate here, actually, and which also pumps up the board. Just dipping something in chocolate pumps up the board because of my sweet Wand of Anger here, which is a bunch of stats. Could go for 3 bags full. Honestly, a candy Shoemaker's Elves giving the next treasure that I discover plus 17 is gotta be the way to go. We're gonna grab that, and then I get to grab an epic treasure, or I could put another plus 17 on whatever my next treasure is. Does this happen twice? You get 2 bonus candy spells. This will immediately also happen here, plus I'll grab a treasure with plus 17 on it. That's not bad. I could give both of my animals here a bunch of stats and try to move more into animals. That's not crazy. I don't think I actually need this. I think we go for Bo Peep's Crook and maybe flesh it out with a little bit more animals. Let's see, do we find a good animal here? Oh no. Just pump up my dragon mages. Yeah, I'm gonna grab a treasure. Why not? Ironcast Dragon. I mean, Friar Tuck is an animal, and it's doing exactly what we want to be doing already. I think we've had our fill with Will of the Wisp. No cinnamon roll for us here, unfortunately. We're going to go for Friar Tuck, and it immediately gets huge. All of my cards getting basically plus 60. My entire front line got plus 60 there. That is really, really strong, and I think we will continue to make that strong. We're going to pick up 3 wrappers full. Sweet breadcrumbs. I mentioned this in the previous video, but I'll get to show it off here. I do think that this is probably more fun than some of the other things that we can do, just because it's an interesting interaction. This is, I believe, the only treasure that has an interaction with becoming a candy other than additional stats from your sweetening bonuses. But now instead of grabbing a Lost in the Woods each turn, we grab a cinnamon roll, and we'll get to roll on through here. That'll give us another shop with Friar Tuck, and yeah, we're doing it with this one. I like the baby bear, I like the scarecrow. Do I want to toss Ironcast Dragon? I don't think I want to toss Knight of the Holy Cane. Getting 2 bonus candy spells each turn seems good, but I do think I'll pick up Scarecrow, and now we can double cast a double and double. Seems good as anything to me. So what does that double up to? Plus 60, pretty good. And then I will probably do this. Just give myself still an opportunity to True Love's Kiss this Knight of the Holy Cane, should that happen. And I think I'm just going to cast spells from here on out for the end of the turn, because every spell is still pumping up my team significantly. Oh yes, what if all of my spells were candy? That is pretty good. Cotton Candy Dandy. I've seen this character in some splash art. Do we have to toss Knight of the Holy Cane to make this work, or do we have to toss our Scarecrow? I mean, the Knight of the Holy Cane's ability is really good. I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to cycle through a Cotton Candy Dandy. Yeah, that'll make it free the next time we find it. Should there be a next time? I'm not sure, because I do think we are going to win this lobby rather quickly, but there will still be at least one more shop here. We'll start off with a cinnamon roll from our sweet breadcrumbs, courtesy of Twilight Sparkles, or Sprinkles as well. And then we'll just cast another spell. That's good for Friar Tuck. One more shop and Scarecrow's complete. I suppose Long John Silver is fine. Sure, and we can replace here. We don't really need to, but it's fine in case we want to True Love's Kiss just this thing later. And now, sure. Gumdrop we grabbed for free, so I'm going to throw that on Sprinkles. That'll use up my Captain Power. 3 wrappers full. I was going to say I'm looking for a sweet Wand of Shielding. This is also fine, but this is just better. Yeah, so we'll go for a sweet Wand of Shielding here. Jellytron, what does this one do? I have plus 28 for each of your candy characters that were KO'd this game. Oh, wow. Wow, okay, well, we haven't really done that, unfortunately. But, yeah, I guess I've just... Well, that's the problem. My cards haven't been dying recently. Sure. I mean, it's an upgrade over Long John Silver's, but so is just this, giving my whole team plus 50, and setting myself up for a double cast of the next spell that I find. So I'm just going to keep on keeping on with that. Meat in a Bakery. Goldilocks is fine. I think I will just grab that, and then could go for Jasmine Dragon. Could go for Sugar and Spice. This is likely to be like my final pickup here. So I do have to consider that. Let's just sweeten my candy then, I suppose, and give my whole team +50, +50 again. This will be the final fight of the game. Ooh, they had a Mixo Macho, but somehow that was not enough to take me down there. Yeah, we were pretty strong. All right, I think that was a rather quick one, but I am pretty satisfied with how well we were able to show off Sorcerous, Serena. With that game, we'll take one final look at our treasures. Yeah, nothing too crazy, but we did have a bunch of sweet treasures. We had the candy apple for +30 on the team, and the pair of sweet wands, which meant plus 59 +59 on my entire team, and that was only growing as we continued to cinnamon roll there. That is going to be it for me today. I believe there are still 3 more, maybe only 2 more. Yeah, this is video number 6 from Candylar. So there's 2 more outstanding Candylar captains. Hopefully I will have some fun games with both of them in the next days. But for now, that's going to be it for me. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'm NoLucksGiven. Peace.